Finding your community is a gateway for your own happiness. I'm someone who has always valued community. Even if there may have been a lack of it, I think there's always been a piece of me that has understood that with community comes strength. Strength of decision, strength of character development. Other people's perspective always helps craft yours, I think. If you allow other perspectives to influence your own, it really helps you just to create a well-rounded point of view that understands rather than just dictates their outlook on reality. How do you tap into a community? I think that you can tap into communities by showing up to wherever, showing up to whatever, showing up wherever, anything, just showing up. And obviously it's not just rocking up to chess club and there's like 80 people in there, you chat to no one, you just rock up. Like, it's going to a curated event that's happening near you and just talking to people. 9 times out of 10 that will get you involved in some form of community, because within there's going to be people who are hosting events, who are going to be hosting hangouts, and all of that. And it's not like super exclusive, especially if you've gone to an event that you guys have a shared interest of, like book club. Even just going to a football club sort of thing. Like, I don't know what you're into, but pushing yourself out of your comfort zone to interact with these sorts of communities will help you to understand yourself and understand your perspective, and not just that, but develop and deepen your perspective as well. I think that there's a lot of benefits of having people around you to support you, and it's not always got to be like Scott Pilgrim versus the world, like you versus the world. Like, you can actually develop good, beneficial relationships with people that can help you to figure out your stuff as well, because you never know who you might meet in those communities as well. Like, I've personally met people when I've moved to London. I met so many people who were just like doing their thing to like a good scale, like, and they've achieved success in the areas that I'm trying to achieve success. So even if I'm not having like a whole broken down one-to-one like mentoring session with them, I'm still gaining an understanding into who they are and how that's allowed them to achieve the things that I'm trying to achieve. And it also allows me to understand why I haven't achieved those things yet. It helps me understand what barriers might be in the way of me achieving them in the future. And also kind of like just like where they started and where I've started in life. That really does help me figure out like where I have actually begun from, and the sort of cards that I was playing with from the age of 0, essentially. More specifically, it's like, because I get to know this person and I get to know their starting point, I can compare that with mine and then understand like, oh gosh, we actually have started in different places. And then it helps me understand and give myself more credit, because I have actually, covered a very, very large distance in the time that I've been around, starting at a quote unquote like different part of life. Essentially, life comes in stages, right? You've got to learn the skills one way or another, and it just depends on how you do that. And a community helps you do that. Like, just talk to different people and having a network of people who all know each other, but it's not just like you're the center and you have all these different friends. It's like just being within a network, and there's a diagram of that somewhere, and that diagram shows kind of like the strength of being in a like interwoven community versus a community of people who only know you and they don't know each other. Like having 10 different friends and they are on 10 different parts of the world and they have no idea about each other and they're just existing within their own bubbles. That is essentially like just a bubble. Like think of a bee without a colony. Like that bee's really struggling. And it's a good thing we're still in that colony, even if we don't have a close, tight-knit group of friends. But it definitely helps. But yeah, it also just helps you kind of like relax as well, especially because like I'm on quite an entrepreneurial path, and a part of that path is actually picking yourself up and making sure that you're actually doing things a lot of the time, like actively pushing yourself to be building, to be networking, and having that community behind you just makes that so much like makes that load lighter as well, because you've actually realized that there's other people trying to update and upgrade their lives on a daily basis. It also gives you a place just to be able to take yourself away from that, away from the build lifestyle, and just kind of like be with people, because that's like mainly the reason why I'm building a business. It's mainly because of the fact that then I can actually, chill with people, sustain my lifestyle without having to go here, go to work there, and do this and do that. I can actually just be in my own like stratosphere. But yeah, long story short, find a community, start talking to them, start connecting with the different people in that community. It will pay dividends when you're friends with them in 10 years and you can catch up about all the things that you've actually done. And how great would it be for other people to see your journey and to actually know you at different parts of your journey as well? Like, that's actually a blessing. Like, I've seen people grow mountains worth of character development within their own selves just from being next to them, just from like knowing them as people and seeing them grow. But that's me. That's been my daily message. Join a community. It's not too hard. Just find something that you like. Search online. Football events near me. Book clubs near me. And you will just be able to just join. Go to an event. Meet the people. Have fun. Talk. Converse. Make plans. Be active. Be an active member. Make plans, etc., etc. Talk, make plans. Have fun. All of that. Bye.